it's probably 15, 20 years ago, in New York actually, and there were like 200 people in the audience, and I was standing in the back, and believe it or not, I get a little nervous still before I go up and speak, and so I'm in the back just trying to calm myself down, and some guy rushes into the room, and I'm standing right by the door. He rushes in and he goes, oh, thank goodness, to me, thank goodness they haven't called the speaker on. And I said, no, they haven't called. And now they're starting my introduction, right? And I'm really glad I didn't miss him. I hear he's really good. And I'm like, yeah, he's not that good. Like, really? I rushed through traffic. Yeah, he's not that good. And then they introduced me and we laughed. So it's great to be here. Our 40th, welcome to the 40th Global Convention. We technically hit our 40th anniversary in January 8th, so we're just a couple of months away from it, but I wanted to celebrate just slightly early, so we're, thankfully, we're doing that today, and I wanted to show this to you. We're on track for 40 years of consecutive growth. 40 years of consecutive growth. Now, this is through 2023, but in looking at the numbers for 2024, we will again grow this year. How many companies do you know that have had 40 years of consecutive growth, year on year on year, including during the COVID years? This blows me away. This is an amazing organization. We are helping hundreds of thousands of people be successful in their businesses, and we're doing it more and more and more each and every year. I'm so proud to be part of this organization, and I'm so proud to come to these conventions. I love the flag ceremony. I know it's, as we get bigger, it gets a little long, but I love it. I remember, Greg was right, I remember the very first time that I saw the flag ceremony done. It was in Long Beach. And I just remember thinking, this is amazing. This is like going to a United Nations event where all the countries love each other. Yeah, that's fantastic. So, tomorrow I'm going to do a longer presentation on a book that I'll talk about in just a minute. But today I'm going to talk very briefly about the BNI Foundation, some of my current books that are in the works and that have come out. The importance of every single member being engaged. And I'll have a little exercise that I'm going to do on stage with about 5 or 6 volunteers that Dana's got worked out. And then I have a few closing remarks. Let's start with the BNI Foundation and the Meisner Endowment. The BNI Foundation is out in the exhibit hall. Please go by and visit. We are unbelievably close to getting to our $1 million goal for the endowment, and there'll be an announcement once or twice. I hope one today and throughout the convention about a matching fund that will go to help us cross the $1 million mark of an endowment. And when an organization has an endowment, it has pretty much guaranteed income to use for grants and whatnot every single year. So that was our goal with that. I want to talk about a couple of the books that you'll be hearing. This is The New Relationship Economy, just came out. It hit #1 on Amazon internationally, I think this week. I want to thank my co-authors, Andrea, Claudia, Daniela, Giacomo, and Jack Canfield contributed to the book. You can see Jack's mug there. And John Gray, who wrote Chicken Soup for the, Jack wrote Chicken Soup. John Gray wrote Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, and he wrote the foreword to us. So there's going to be a breakout on this book. This is the first book that I was ever involved in that came out in another language first. It came out in Italian, and now the English version of the book has come out, and I know it'll be available certainly online, and they're going to talk about it at their presentation. I've mentioned this a number of times. I continue to do books, and one of the reasons I continue to do books is to provide additional content for BNI members. But for years and years, I would go to the media, and I would ask the media to talk about BNI, this amazing thing that we're doing. We're generating millions and millions, and now billions of dollars in business. And I would go to the media, and I would tell them about this, and they're like, "You take an ad out. We're not going to talk about BNI." But what I discovered is that the media will interview any idiot with a book, and I have 30 of them. So I lots and lots and lots of interviews. I get it for the book, but then they end up asking about this BNI thing. I remember once I did public radio, and they said, the producer said, you cannot talk about BNI. They'll introduce you with BNI, but you cannot talk about BNI. This is public radio. And I'm like, I get it. I've done public radio. It's fine. It was a half-hour interview. We're 5 minutes into a half-hour interview. And the host, it was the producer who told me that. The host, I'm looking at the producer through the window because it was in person. The host says, this book is really interesting, but I just find this thing you're doing called BNI amazing. Can we talk about that? And I look over at the producer, and the producer goes, he's the host. What am I going to do? Okay. So we ended up spending most of the interview talking about BNI. So that's why we continue to do books. I do have a new book that will be coming out, we hope, at the International Networking Week. Our goal is to have it for International Networking Week. And actually, let me just go back for a second. If Andrea, Claudia, Daniela, Giacomo are here, just and wave your hands so that we can all say, hey, thank you. Thank you very much. Jody's here. My wife Jody is here representing for Jack. So that's the reason that we keep doing the books, is so that we can get interviews. I'm still doing about 125 to 150 interviews a year, and most all of them come from the book. As a matter of fact, I'm doing one for the Italian media. I don't even know if you know this. I'm doing one. You may have set it up. I'm doing one for the Italian media this week while I'm here at the conference. So I've got another book coming out for International Networking Week. Networking is a marathon, not a sprint. I love this concept. This is going to be really good for BNI members in recognizing that this is not a sprint. You got to come in, you got to pace yourself. It takes time. And so it really sets the base for BNI members in understanding that it takes time. And my co-authors on this will be Phil Berg and Bharat Daga. Phil, Bharat, if you're here, just stand up and International Networking Week, which is the perfect time for the book to come out. And, of course, Infinite Legacy. Yes, Infinite Legacy is a book. Greg Davies and Julian Lewis co-authored this book with me. I'm going to do an entire presentation on it, I believe, tomorrow. And I'll be talking a lot about the importance of leaving legacy and how anyone, an average individual, you don't have to be a millionaire to leave a legacy. My parents were not wealthy. They left a great legacy, and that legacy was in their children. And so there are many ways to lead a legacy, and I'm going to be talking about that tomorrow. The book is available at the foundation table. I donated 500 copies. So the full price, whatever you pay for a book, 100% of that will go to the BNI Foundation. So let's see if we can sell the books out at the BNI Foundation table, where you can also contribute to the endowment if you were so inclined. But so Infinite Legacy, it's the second in a series of 2, and there might be a third book in the series, but we'll talk about that another time. Okay, we're gonna have to do a little exercise. BNI really is about people working together and being connected together. And so let's come on up, you guys. We're going to do a little quick exercise. I'm a member of the Transformational Leadership Council. I mention it in almost every convention. I get all kinds of really great ideas there. This is one of them. Now, we have not actually done this, so this is the first time you're going to do it. You're going to want to kill the music because we need to hear something. All right, what I want you to do is circle up.
The camera behind you.
Yeah, you come on around here. Now, here's what we're going to do. I want you to hold hands, and if that freaks you out, hold wrists. All right, okay? And what I want you to do, Brooks, is I want you, it's perfectly safe, I promise. I want you to grab that end. Is everyone holding? There we go. All right, now, Lisa, let go. Now, do it again. Okay, let go. All right, hold hands. Okay, now, here, watch this. I haven't tried this, but I've seen it. Thank you guys, thank you. So why did I show you that? Your chapters are as strong as the weakest link in a group. We talk metaphorically about people bringing energy to a chapter or to a region. But it's more than a metaphor. We literally, it's physics. That's not a magic trick, by the way. And I'm going to show you I took a photo of it in a package, so if you want to get it, I think you can get it on Amazon in most countries, and I'll show it to you in a minute. People bringing energy, we talk about this, the larger the chapter, the more the energy. Well, it's totally true, and it's not a metaphor, it's physics. We literally bring energy to the relationships that we have. And when you have one member let go, the energy goes down. And if you have more and more let go, you don't have the same kind of energy. And so it's about the connections that we make and maintain. And this is why you don't want minnows in a chapter, members in name only. You don't want minnows in name only because it literally reduces the energy that is in the chapter. I urge you, directors, members, I urge you to pick up one of these. This is the device. It's called the Energy Stick it's Spangler, Steve Spangler. The Energy Stick. I picked this up literally right off of Amazon.com. I'm assuming it's available in most Amazon. I'm going to keep it up there for a moment. We can take a photograph of it. This is the device, and it can work. It can work just by yourself. You can test it, but it'll work with 2 people, 3 people. I'd love to try it with an entire chapter. I mean, that would be amazing. But it just makes the connection as soon as the bodies are touching each other. And I never tried the forehead thing, so that was fun. Okay. We literally bring energy to the room. Not metaphorically, not just metaphorically, but literally, physically. Let me wrap up with a couple of statements to close up my presentation today. Why accept mediocrity when excellence is an option? Yeah, woohoo! That's so important. Mediocrity is the path of least resistance. It's the default setting that requires little effort but delivers even less reward. Excellence, on the other hand, is a choice. It's a commitment to push beyond comfort, to embrace challenges, and to constantly strive for improvement. It's the difference between living passively and living purposefully. In every endeavor, from business to personal relationships, we have the power to aim higher, to demand more of our true potential, of ourselves. The pursuit of excellence is not just about achievement. It's about honoring the opportunities we are given, making the most of every moment. It's about being a good leader to other people. Leadership is not about managing and complying. Now, don't get me wrong, management and compliance is important. I'm not saying it's not important. We have to have it. Why one of the core values of BNI is accountability. So it's important. But what we have in this room are mostly leaders, and I want to talk to you about leadership in addition to the management and the compliance. As leaders, our role is not simply to manage the process or ensure compliance. It's to ignite a passion that moves people towards a shared vision. Leadership is about lighting a path. It's about inspiring others to believe in something that is greater than themselves and giving them the courage to pursue it. We are not here to just direct and mobilize. We're here to breathe life into dreams and to empower those people around us to find their way to do that as well. True leadership creates movements, not just teams. It's about building legacies, not through the tasks we accomplish, but through the lives we touch and the people that we personally inspire. When we lead with purpose and passion, we don't just create results. We create a ripple effect in the communities around us that transcends time. Remember that the legacy of a leader isn't measured. It is not measured by how well we just led, but by how deeply we inspired others to rise, to grow, and to lead in their own right. This week, all of you, be inspired. Be inspired, and most importantly, inspire others to greatness. That is part of changing the way the world does business. I would like to welcome all of you to the 2024 Global Convention for BNI. Thank you all.